Hi everyone. In this episode of News and Views, we're taking a look at the leaks regarding the Final Fantasy IX Remake. A reliable industry insider named Midori recently leaked information about the Final Fantasy IX Remake. In their post on X, formerly Twitter, they said that the Final Fantasy IX Remake is still in development. It is a title that was not cancelled in the restructure of Square Enix during this fiscal year. According to conversations, the title was originally outsourced to another developer, but Square Enix was not satisfied and development shifted. They also added that this title is very far along in development and could release before the end of the fiscal year. Final Fantasy IX could also be a part of the Square Enix lineup at the upcoming Xbox Games Showcase happening very soon, meaning to say that it would be multi-platform. For now, we don't know if any of this is true, but it perhaps paints a clearer picture of what's going to happen for a Final Fantasy IX Remake. Here's what we know about the FF9 Remake thus far. For one, there has never been any official announcement or confirmation about this from Square Enix. It, however, did show up in the list of games in development that was a part of the NVIDIA leaks in 2021. Since that time, many of the games in the list have been announced, and we know that the leak is very reliable. There was also an FF9 animated series that was reported to be in production by French production company Cyber Group Studios in 2021. This was probably intended to be a media tie-in to the remake title. While nothing has been revealed to the public since then, the studio has continued to claim that this partnership is ongoing as recently as late last year. So what are my views on this? I think that the Final Fantasy IX Remake is real, and that the mention of production being moved in-house after being outsourced is likely correct. This would make sense of why we still haven't heard any official announcement of the game after being in development for so long. This also matches with the recent actions taken by Square Enix in relation to other Final Fantasy titles. They had previously outsourced production of Final Fantasy VII Remake to CyberConnect 2 before moving it in-house to maintain a stable schedule and have control over the game's quality. More recently, a mobile reboot version of Final Fantasy XI being developed by Nexon was scrapped in 2021, 6 years after it was announced, as the project did not meet expectations. From this, we see a pattern of Square Enix having previously decided that they would be fine with outsourcing development on mainline Final Fantasy titles, before making a drastic U-turn on all of them. Now, if the FF9 Remake is finally on track and might be released by the end of the fiscal year, which is March 2025, then we should be hearing an official announcement very soon. While we don't know the extent of this FF9 remake, it's not likely that it will be on a scale similar to FF7 Remake, but it would still want to have a decent marketing runway for them to promote and build hype about the game before it eventually launches. I personally feel like anything less than 1 full year seems a bit short, but it is possible. I also think that any announcement of Final Fantasy IX Remake should happen before the launch of Final Fantasy XIV's latest expansion, Dawn Trail, which is happening at the end of this month. Why? Because 14 producer-director Naoki Yoshida had recently said the following at the PAX East 2024 panel about the new expansion. You may have noticed a lot of Final Fantasy IX references here, but the reason is a secret. I think the reason is that the references and tie-ins to Final Fantasy IX are meant as a way to promote the upcoming FF9 Remake. And it's a secret, because the remake has not been announced yet. I also believe 14 might be doing the same for another Final Fantasy game, although that's a topic for a different video. With that in mind, it's very possible that the Xbox Games Showcase will be where the remake gets announced. If not, it should likely happen within the Summer Games Fest season, which means it should happen within the week. However, if it still doesn't get announced, then perhaps the remake is not as ready as insiders believe, and that would be very sad for fans of Final Fantasy IX. I really do hope this happens. We'll just have to wait and see. But what do you think? Do you think the leaks are accurate and the FF9 remake is on its way? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more similar news and views on the Final Fantasy series. Till next time, maybe it's a wild dragon chase anyway.